And a very good afternoon to each and every one of you. I hope everyone had got a good rest from yesterday, and we are finally in for day number 2, and we are finally, well, just everyone butting heads at each other, and grand finals at around 4:30 or somewhere around there.
I guess. So, of course, hope you guys all had a good rest and you're excited just like we are for, of course, don't forget this is the FSL Pro Circuit Thai qualifiers. We've got a lot of games coming up for you guys today. I think we have 4 to 5 series today.
Yeah, about 4 series.
4 BO3s and 1 BO5.
Correct.
So, lots of games, lots of, quite a lot at stake. And I'm Hades. This is Abstract, your 2 clowns today who are here to entertain you guys and basically give you guys story time the entire way. So if you guys are enjoying the game so far, don't forget you can follow all of this at the FSL stream. Drop them a like on their Facebook page, Instagram, and then you can see all our wonderful partners as well. And okay, so we're just gonna go into the brackets real quick for you guys. You can also see the list of partners. Shout out to every single one of them. Otherwise, this would not be possible. And of course, if you're watching on the other streams, other platforms, we do thank you guys. Alright, so here for the brackets, we saw Mamazita yesterday. They are the first ever signed official all-female esports team in Thailand, from what I understand. So, lots of expectations on them. In fact, some would actually peg them as the favorites of this entire tournament.
Right. We've seen Huna a couple of times as well, and it does seem like they are going to be fighting against Evo 7 Treasure somewhere maybe later in the day. So, looking at this bracket and understanding from yesterday's games, it seems as though Huna and Mamazita is like probably the strongest one we know. But we haven't really seen quite of Evo 7 Treasure, Pink Phoenix, as well as Leah Lolita. So it's really difficult to actually put a hands on who's going to be in the next bracket whatsoever. But time will tell as we go into the drafting phase, and we are already done with the first phase of banning as well as the picking. We're looking at the last pick coming in from Team DAXTON. With that said, with Florentino, Yina, Hayate, and Baldum banned out, we do have Timmy, Darcy, and Yon being picked up by Team Thank You, and Telenas, Quicknuck, and Thane on Team DAXTON.
So, maybe no surprise, Talana is one of the highest priority picks at the moment in this entire qualifier. Darcy is like, some teams they'll play it, some teams they'll spam it, and then you have the teams which like they just completely never touch it.
Yeah.
And of course, as the tournaments, as later we get into the bracket, we know that we're not going to see these one-sided matches anymore. We expect nothing but super intense games. I'm expecting some of these games potentially to even drag onto the 20-minute mark, just because it's really intense.
I would agree.
And I think this is the first time, by the way, that we're seeing Quicknack as a first phase pick. Because usually we see Quicknack as the last picks.
Correct.
Just in case he gets countered. Oh man.
Because there's so many other junglers that is available on the board. Like for example, there's Darcy being picked up. What they can do is counter with Narcroft, and usually that is that's something that most people would do. But it does seem like maybe perhaps Quicknack is something that they are more used to, something that they train together. They train with Quicknack, and they are used to the playstyle of Quicknack. And meanwhile, if they go for Narcroft, probably it will just turn everything upside down.
And well, I would say between these two teams, the only team we have actually casted so far is DAXTON. And I've been very impressed by Blue Dagon. She has shown that she's very adept at whatever she plays. Like,
Blue Dagon was on
she got 2 MVPs.
Murad, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know she was having a lot of fun just swiping people out. So even though they let the Hayate through, which was that was like what, the most banned hero in fact. We've only seen it picked once in this entire qualifier. It's been banned every single time, first ban. And she just like, okay, what you play Hayate? I don't care. Just bang bang bang, just slice and dice, everyone's just dead. And good thing about this roster, I would say, or so far from the draft, they're very versatile. I like to think that besides the first 2 picks, everything else is usually very different. Alright, so who are we looking at? Who are we missing out here? Surprisingly, we don't see any Liliana bans. I guess all the teams are kind of learned. Have we seen a single win from Liliana picks yet?
Liliana?
Not yet?
I don't quite remember. I have really weak memory skills, but I was too fixated at whatever hero that's gonna be picked out.
Yina? Yeesh.
We're gonna have some fun.
Nah, you always say it's fun, but she has like a 50% win rate at the moment.
But she's fun.
She's been
You know,
picked like
the
she's
whole
been
point.
picked 4 or 5 times.
You gotta have fun. You can't join a tournament and not have fun. You know, what's the point
If
of
you want to
joining?
have fun, then you play heroes like Scud, Fennec, you know, just to mess around, make the game hard.
I mean, yeah,
Ryoma.
that's one
Wait,
thing.
have we seen a Ryoma pick at all?
Yes, we did.
Yesterday,
We,
just once.
Yes,
One game.
One game. And
Really? I thought
Yes.
I thought they I know they hovered around it, but they
if I'm
picked
not
something
wrong,
else.
Ryoma was like the first pick.
First ever game.
The first ever game. Yeah, the first game was Ryoma, and they had like choices of there are choices of both Florentino and Richter, if I'm not wrong. So it was it was a little bit questionable why they would pick Ryoma over
I mean,
so
we
many
saw
other
like
better.
a couple, just like maybe 2 or 3 super good Florentino games. The others, it was basically like, I'm gonna play Maple Story or MMORPG, just do my thing. You guys carry me, kind of game.
I'm gonna Farmville.
But then again, you know, at the early stages of the tournament, usually that's what you expect, especially considering how many teams signed up for this. I believe we had 23 teams, which is quite a huge number, and it's good to see that the female esports scene is growing, and this is only just one country.
Mhm.
So if you know any other female gamers, tag them up, let them know about all these upcoming tournaments coming up done by the FSL, and you know, get them to participate. There's no reason why that in esports we should ever see, you know, gender segregation or whatever too much. But I like to say, I just want to commend like how this is such a good platform for female gamers to realize their aspirations, which is they want to be pros. This is a good way for them to get there.
Yeah, it's a really good way to get
for them
recognized.
it's a good stepping stone forward. If anything, it's basically a whole track paved for them.
Correct.
It's very friendly as well, and I have to admit the admins are really good people. Of course, we have a shout out to our wonderful producer as well, Mr. John Ong, waiting at the side. He's always has this very stressed out face, but outside the stream he's usually like a very bubbly, very happy guy.
Yeah.
Big smile on the face.
Alright, so we'll be back into the game real soon. But as far as I can remember, well, I want to talk more about the hero picks, but I cannot exactly remember like literally everything. All I know is for the all I know is there was Darcy, there's Ryoma. Was it finalized? That's
I
the
mean,
question.
okay, don't worry too much about that. I would say other things we can actually discuss that we haven't pointed out yet is that I know you pointed out EVOS earlier on. I'm just gonna bring this
EVOS
back.
7
I'm just gonna
treasure?
bring this back a bit.
Right.
Yeah, so EVOS, just to clarify for you guys, even though they're using a different logo, that is the actual EVOS Arena of Valor team, which is extremely hype for me because EVOS, you know, it's one of the most famous brands in Southeast Asia. You guys know them from across multiple games, Dota 2, Mobile Legends, and Arena of Valor. You've got PUBG Mobile, I believe.
I'm not too sure about PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, but they do have teams across multiple titles, and the best part is it's, you know, they don't focus in one country. They have teams across the region. I
yes.
think if I'm not mistaken, they have a team in NA as well.
Oh.
So not just region locked, and I think that's really good to see that you have one Southeast Asian brand across. So EVOS Raw, a lot of hype, a lot of expectations of them as well. In fact, who's gonna come on top? So far, you know, you got Mamacita, you got EVOS. I think you have Pink Pumpkins, you have Pink Phoenix, 2 pink teams.
2 pink teams.
Does anyone know if there's like a Team Pink, maybe an esports brand called Pink? Let us know.
We'll like all these good information, and whoever thinks that, you know, maybe there is some other recognition that we do not know of regarding these teams, it's great to let us know in the comment section as well. And speaking of vocal, do let us know which team you're actually rooting for. Just literally just yell it all out. Tell your your fan, tell your role model that you are rooting for them.
Alright, so at the same time, we're just having some tech issues. We need to get into the lobby. Hope you guys just starting to tune in. You know, maybe some, especially gamers on a good Sunday, you guys want to chill. It's maybe just starting to wake up out now, get some food, get a drink. Join us, share the stream with your friends. Let's just enjoy some Thai qualifier AOV. It's gonna be real good. I expect some big things. DAXTON as well is probably one of the dark horses of the tournament. Not exactly sign of an org, and they have shown though how they've got this very, very interesting playstyle compared to their other teams so far, which is they like to focus more on stealing the enemy jungle camps. It seems like they have specialized in that area, especially. Like you tend to see like these 3 heroes just kind of wander in, they do their thing. I think they were the team which actually did that were they the one who used the one tank to try and steal the Might Golem by herself?
I think so.
Was that
it
DAXTON?
Chognar? I think it was Chognar.
No, not the Chognar. I think it was
Yiboneth?
the
It was either
Orc.
Yiboneth or Chognar. Oh wait, there's one Chognar.
the hook guy. I forgot his name. Omar.
Omar? There was. I think. Oh wait, I can't exactly remember.
Feels bad, man.
It feels
Fired. Right, so we're just restarting the app, see if we can get back into the game. Okay, but so far, Abstract, to put you on the spot, favorite player of the tournament so far? Who has
Ah.
impressed you the most? Who?
Man, that's tough because most of the time I'm just saying the hero names, but I think what was really savage is Blue Dagon constantly killing Hayate.
Murat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, every time the Hayate left the base, one temporal turbulence and it's gone. Hero just instantly deleted.
Yeah,
For me, I have to say
that is the biggest tilting moment. I'll
it
believe.
is definitely tilting. For me, I'm going with the Pride of Thailand, Kebes.
Mm-hmm.
I know she has quite a number of fanboys or
Japan.
fangirls in the chat, and they I know across multiple stream platforms, you guys have always been saying Care Bear's #1. Occasional jokes about Care Bear being #3 when she's like second in net worth. You know, I'm not sure what that's all about, but it's good to see all you Care Bear fans out there. Maybe you guys can share the stream. Get to know her games are coming up after this series. Alright, so there we are, we're finally into the draft. How's it looking for you? We knew that we stopped with that, right? Talana's, Cricknack, Thane, Yorn, Darcy, Teamy.
I think.
Teamy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is the first time we've seen Teamy. First Teamy pick ever in the Thai qualifier.
I think so. I think it has been banned quite a while and quite some time. And Beldam has been overtaking Teamy for quite some time due to the fact that Beldam is able to isolate whichever heroes they want that he wants. He can isolate who knows, even 4 people from Wild Prison. So many things that you can do. Wild Charge that actually displaces the enemy as well. So that is one thing that Beldam excels at.
Alright,
But the thing is,
Japan.
Teamy, being a bro, you can bring an ally back to help.
Japan.
I mean, back from the dead.
I have a very big question though. What is Teamy? Like, is Teamy like a raccoon? Is Teamy a
is
bear?
like 2 raccoons, like 2 trash dogs.
Trash dogs? What are trash dogs?
Raccoons are essentially trash dogs,
No. Raccoons
and
are
ferrets are
raccoons.
basically trash cats.
No, not rolling with that.
It's been. I remember it said somewhere, raccoons are trash dogs. Like, not scientifically, but it was like a show or something like that. So ever since then, I called them trash dogs. They ravage through trashes, and
I've always wanted like a raccoon, but I've heard that unless they've been bred and domesticated for generations, or at least for a couple of generations in raccoon years, otherwise they're quite feral, which
Yeah.
means like they're dangerous. You never know whether they attack you or
they
do.
can go full rabbit as well.
Yeah. Right, L'Oreal, the final pick. I think this was the pick which we didn't see towards
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
But Ryoma, Tara, so they have that tank.
Teamy, Darcy, and Yorn. So Darcy goes to the jungle. Teamy goes. Okay, Ryoma will be at the Darkslayer lane. Tara will be at the Darkslayer lane as well. No, Tara will probably be supporting as a tank. Yorn down to the Abyssal Dragon lane, and Teamy. I have no idea who's going to go mid. I actually have no idea who's going mid. Teamy? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, they are making
It could be the Darcy. We've seen Darcy go mid before.
but they need a jungler then. Darcy understandably will go to the jungle.
Unless
In
they
this part.
decided to think outside the box, where maybe instead of being limited by these roles, they want heroes which can just go in, kill people, take the jungle, and then you don't have to worry about lanes. Remember how I said yesterday about you always talk about how each person goes to whatever lane, and it's just a 4v4 mid, and then it's like this tile is jungle, this bush is mid lane, and behind this wall is the bot lane.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to leave that spot at the corner.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Tara were to go to a fight in the jungle instead. So there is a certain point in that.
Yo, Quick Knack, played
On
by Blue
Blue
Dagon.
Dagon.
She's about to destroy.
Let's put down a vote. Who is Blue Dagon going to
10
constantly kill?
seconds remaining.
I say
I think she's gonna kill
I say
Yorn.
Darcy.
I think she's gonna kill a Yor in this game. Oops, something got my eye.
I would like to see. I would like to see Blue Dagon kill the hell out of Darcy. Darcy, Dimensional Walk, deals heck a lot of damage at a later part of the game. You can instantaneously just see the towers off from like this to like this in one hit. And of course, that is a surprise for me. I didn't really think that he could do that much damage, because in my games, I don't really see that much, should I say. But anyways, we've got the final lineup right here with Darcy, Yon, Timmy, Tara, and Ryoma. On the other hand, we do have Telenas, Yina, Krignak, L'Oreal, and Thane. We haven't really touched quite a lot on this lineup: L'Oreal, Thane, Krignak, Yina, and Telenas. What do you think of that?
I mean, you have Talanas, you have Krignak in the same lineup. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the Yina. Sorry to say, Abstract. I know you love Yina. Yina's like your homegirl, but not for me. I've still not been very convinced by this particular hero. So, but I still have to give it to like the Talanas pick. I actually like this. This is one of my favorite Talanas skins. Alright, so there we go. Good. Thank you versus DAXTON. I don't know. I got this very, very sinking feeling in the back of my mind where like, thank you is just secretly strong.
Well, secretly strong is one thing, but we will have to see how this game will fare. And we were talking about, or rather, I was trying to predict the lanes, right? And it does seem like I'm completely wrong. Ryoma goes to the middle lane together with Timmy. In the meantime, Tara goes on to the Dark Slayer lane. So this game is going to be slightly different, a little bit out of the ordinary, and this may very well be an interesting game for us.
Already you can see that team, thank you, they've done so well invading the enemy jungle. Yon is actually at the bottom lane trying to ensure that you don't see DAXTON trying to take over their side of the map. And this is where the battle of whose thievery level is higher. Maybe it's level 99, that's why Team Thank You are able to steal so much without getting punished at all. Yeah, it's actually surprising how you look at the bottom right of the map. You can see the jungle camps have not been taken at all. Yep. Team DAXTON have not even stepped inside the jungle.
It's literally for Darcy, because Darcy has been has been around his top Dark Slayer lane's jungle, due to the fact that he got the wisdom golem, so that is one good thing. And the mid lane was able to clear out some of the other jungle components. So it is really great when it comes to denying the jungler. In this case, it's going to be Krignak. So Krignak shouldn't be at level 4, as far as I know. Okay, he's already at level 4, but one way or another, he managed to get that level 4. And for Darcy, he should be joining into the fray anytime soon.
I think my gut instinct is coming right. Look at these girls are gathered around the Abyssal Dragon before it's even up. Or they just they're like, okay, if she comes, we kill her and then we take the Abyssal Dragon. Look at that, no hesitation. They're playing around the clock so hard. Near the top half of the map, Jack does get out. Blue Dagon trying to create that space which she's so good at doing. But in this case, not really enough fighting under the tier 1 tower. It's kind of close. I'm not sure what name it is. It looks like something spelled backwards, but I think it is. Look at R-U-G, Rug. No, see that. What's that? Is it R? R-U-G. It looks like an English name put upside down. So, Rugiskillum, okay.
I have no idea.
Creativity to the name, but nonetheless, look at that. Thank you. Already at the Abyssal Dragon. Ruby was trying to go for the snipe, but didn't really succeed. It's scary stuff.
Damage is too low at this moment in time. Actually, oh wow, this skin. Gundam style. Well, right here in the top lane, we do have Jack playing as Tara, just going for a little bit of an invasion jungling, and I think that is going to be extremely good for their team, because so far, when it comes to map awareness and as well as map control, Team DAXTON doesn't really seem to have it. Team Thank You does have the map awareness, map control, and also the first Abyssal Dragon.
But if you look at the way they're moving around the map, it's just absolutely insane. They are so disciplined, teamy. Just gonna bravely walk into 2 heroes, and for some reason, no one's dying yet. Blue Dagon trying to get the nuke off, couldn't really get it there. But first blood going the way to Thank You already. They've been thanking DAXTON for that. As Cyclife wants to go back in, the triple stun comes out. Where's the follow-up? Now the double CC coming in. But okay, looks like they finally get Sharon's gonna be the 1-for-1. Cyclife trying to finish somebody off before she goes down. There will be the 2-for-1, 3-for-1. And Ari Ruby trying to kill someone. TV does end up going down. Jack probably about to go down here to Ruby, but who's gonna come on top? Jack is so tanky. Don't look at this Tara as a tank. fighting around inside the bush, trying to bait. 2v1, Ruby has to back out. Oh my god, it's a 4 for 3.
That was an intensive fight. No idea exactly how Ryoma even won that fight against Thane when his HP is already so low. So it kind of seems really weird, a little bit questionable. But in all in all, Team Thank You definitely made the best out of that fight. They have about 2,100 gold in advantage now, and it's going to set them forward so far in front as compared to Team DAXTON. So Team DAXTON, they have to find a way to start killing, because that fight, as I've said, it is dragged out. It's really dragged out, pretty long, and the damage is just not there yet. Thailand came into the team fight a little bit too late. Not enough damage was actually put out. So it is quite a pity after all.
Alright, so the next Abyssal Dragon, Team Thank You are so objective-minded. They are playing around this clock so well. This is a strong level of discipline coming up for these girls. And it seems like Team DAXTON are just not able to keep up. That gold lead's really stretching to over 2,000 in favor of Team Thank You.
2,000 gold advantage. They have 2 Abyssal Dragons. They had one turret down, and I'm pretty sure that they are looking for the second turret here in the middle lane, but they do have 1 hit down due to the fact that Tara and Yorn is on a separate lane, and whatever that's in middle lane is only Timmy, Darcy, as well as Ryoma. They will be fighting against, well, 4 members here in middle lane, so if they do want to overextend themselves,
Tawanas is actually not doing as well as she would have liked. Yes, she's getting decent farm, but it's only decent farm. You need her to have above average farm at the moment. So, I mean, is this a good enough start? Because I'm just worried that there's not enough space for the Tawanas, because right now they feel like they made the call, you know, it's gonna pressure her to say, Tawanas, you need to join the fight, otherwise we can't do anything at the moment. Do you think that's okay?
Right now, I feel that the gold advantage is not that significant. They still can turn the game around, because all they need is a couple of kills. All they need is, isolate 1 hero or 2. Maybe Timmy were to make a mistake, being a bro, and he didn't manage to resurrect him or his allies, and that will make it a complete waste. So there are still windows of mistakes that can be done by Team Thank You, and it is mistakes that Team DAXTON can initiate on. So they can make that mistake, and that will be how Team DAXTON can turn the game around. And I would like to see how exactly they're gonna do that. Here we have 4 vs 3 in the middle lane.
Are they jumping in? They find somebody, but I don't think they want to initiate into that. 3 heroes. It's constant moving back and forth. But hold on, somebody's been caught out. The heals though, is it enough to keep her alive? I don't think so. Probably going down here. Big stuff. Ryoma getting a big kill.
L'Oreal overextending himself just a little bit, as we do have Yorn coming in from the bottom lane, joining into the fray. L'Oreal low in HP, the snipe does not come in and try to get a kill onto L'Oreal, unfortunately. But Blue Dagon comes into the rescue. Flying drone we have here. But in the end, L'Oreal goes down. Rather unfortunate. So it was a 3 vs 4. But in the end, Yorn joined the fray. They got the kill onto L'Oreal. Wow, middle lane turret went down. DAXTON has collapsed.
Was that supposed to fall that quickly? That was insane.
I believe that was Yorn. Yorn's damage is becoming pretty good. Let's take a look at that. 3.4k, and well, yeah, his items are pretty decent, to be honest.
Okay. So I think they'll be looking to pressure towards the top lane, maybe try and dive, maybe on the tier 1s. After all, it seems like Team Thank You, they're just so good at controlling the map. I just like the way they move. More importantly, they move around the map and they have no hesitation when they enter the jungle. DAXTON have yet to really capitalize on that. The game sense has been kind of questionable this game. It feels like they're just waiting on the Blue Dagon hype train, which is not really going anywhere at this point. She's failed to get any kills so far.
The thing is...
yeah, she hasn't got any kills.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not too sure about Thane, because in the previous fight, I believe that you remember, Thane literally just ran into the opponent's, into the enemy's eyes in front of their faces. He didn't really do any damage, but what he did was he soaked up a lot of damage. But at the point of time, nothing was really happening. There was no engagement, no initiation, no follow-ups even. And the only thing that have it for him was a decent amount of heal that couldn't sustain him. So in the end, now that I remember, in that team fight, 3v4, they actually lost 2 men.
Look at that, your tower is just melt.
This is why
It's like knocking over a toy.
yeah, I mean, if I'm not wrong, okay, we're just gonna hold that thought for a while. We do have Thailand now just sniping from behind, Thane low in HP as well. Putipot's just gonna be activated coming in from our dear old teammate. Being a bro, I think was activated as well. Oh no, being a bro is still
L'Oreal's
available, but
almost dead.
here we have L'Oreal trying to get himself away, but unfortunately Tara goes for a hurricane and gets that kill. All 5 members of Team Thank You is still available. The high DPS coming in from Yorn is literally melting down the turret, and there's absolutely nothing that DAXTON could do. Like I said, Yorn, if I'm not wrong, in the realm of AOV, Yorn has the highest damage output of all heroes. The highest damage output.
That's beyond high at this point. Yorn is just destroying these towers so quickly. It's actually insane. Now looks like they can fight one more time. Perhaps they can catch Tara, but there's just so much sustain. Look at the heals. It's absolutely disgusting. How do you kill anybody? Like Blue Dragon goes in, they throw all the spells in one hero, they barely kill Jack. And now looks like they're attempting to try fight for one more.
And this is why Tara is just like a really annoying hero. When her HP is low, just pop on your ultimate. Your health will always be stagnant at like the 10%, 20% health margin. And during that time, obviously, your damage is going to be extremely high. So you're just gonna melt down anyone that tries to fight you, and there is so many chances whereby you can turn the game around, you can turn the fight around, and your opponent will be thinking, hey, I can probably kill this Tara because his HP is like 10%. But in before you know that, he's actually killing for a lot more.
But bot lane looks like they're already starting to pressure a little bit. Yep, they're gonna be trying to push. They actually almost get the kill very early on.
They've neglected middle lane though.
Yeah, they're gonna push the tier 2 then. I think they're just hoping if they can find that one kill. See, this is a very good mindset. Yes, it's good. It's the safe option once in a while to like just go straight for the Dark Slayer, take all the tier 2s before you go for the tier 3 in bottom lane. But in this case, they're like, no, we know we are way stronger at the moment. You are so far behind us. We can just go one lane without the rest. It's fine.
Dark Slayer.
Lover. Getting that info, sees a couple of heroes around, trying to get that creep.
Good info. Thane missed his spells, but what does it matter? Right here, Dark Slayer is now down and gone. The Drake will be credited to Yorn? Not Yorn, but Darcy. So they have to find a way, or rather they have to prioritize where they want to push, how they want to push. In the meantime, Krignak in a completely bad position, but looks like he will be able to use drone drop to get himself away from all of that danger and make sure that they do not have a hit count down.
Well, they summoned the Drake right at the doorstep, so can they make anything happen here? The welcome wagon should have been poured out, and they have to repel this first wave of attacks, but the Drake's gonna get the tower for free, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. Tower is definitely for free. Dimensional Cube hitting onto Yina, damage is pretty okay, but at this moment of time, Dimensional Portal and Cube
that's
right
that
on
stop
the
there taken out. This is not looking good.
Good portal coming in from Darcy. The Dimensional Wall just gonna deal extra damage right on the Thane. Down he goes, but I think being a pro... No, they're all still being great. Ruby low in HP, L'Oreal down, Talana's down. L'Oreal completely on another direction. The damage is insane! But we didn't really care much about that. This is the core.
Very lackluster game. This was more about like whoever could control the first 3 minutes. Once you control the enemy jungle, I think this was just Thank You outplaying them at their finest. Like I talked about how DAXTON has this very unique playstyle of invading the camps. They didn't do that this game. They played things way more passive. You know, maybe it's just a warm-up game. They're still not awake yet, and I'm just really impressed. So we shall see how Thank You doing. Looks like my gut instinct was kind of right. I said I had a bad feeling that these girls were gonna be like secretly like super strong.
Yep.
Look at how easily they just went in, took all the resources, came back out, and then they just took it. They're like, hey, it's still here. Okay, let's just do our thing.
Yeah. So in the end, it does seem like the Timmy and Ryoma in the middle lane actually they managed to work that out properly, nice and well. And I'm not too sure exactly what came over to Team DAXTON. They seem pretty strong in the previous games, and it just seems like Krignak didn't really work out really well.
I'm just gonna call call out Blue Dagon and Pinks for this particular game because they could have done a lot more. Yes, Quickneck was farming up the jungle, but I also felt like they should have made the call to at least try and invade the enemy jungle. Like, it's a common mistake, you know, like when you're playing that support mentality, you're like, oh, I'm afraid to die. You're support. You're the most expendable role in the game. You gotta admit that. So, you know, if you go and you get that info, it's better than not having any info at all. So that's why, you know, Team Thank You, well, like the team's name suggests, thank you to DAXTON for that free win because it was very obvious. I don't think that DAXTON were playing like average, whatever. I think they were just playing way below average, in fact.
I see.
So Thank You were just playing a normal game. They're like, oh, the stars aligned. Okay, they're not here to take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, there wasn't really much competitions going on, and in fact, the total amount of kills was only like 11 or 12. It was 8 is to 3 before the game ended, and before they even started to invade. That was during the Dark Slayer raid.
But that was good because Thank You, you see how well they played around the objectives. They forced DAXTON over to the Dark Slayer, to the Abyssal Dragon twice. And then they just went and take every single tower, just like bulldozed down, kick the door open, not even kicking it open. They basically threw an atomic bomb through the door. They're like, take this, boom, one whole lane gone.
Well, the top lane, middle lane, the middle lane was actually left uncontested for quite some time, or rather they didn't really put much emphasis on the middle lane. But I think that the raid at the top lane was really the one that actually made the game so much more easier for them. Because they got a Dark Slayer, they destroyed the turret at top lane with the Drake, and that is, they don't really care about the other turrets, bottom lane, middle lane.
I mean, the support role was actually so crucial this game. Like the supports were the ones we needed, and the junglers, it was the difference of who could control the tempo of the game, because we know that's what the jungling role is supposed to do. And basically, DAXTON's game plan is Blue Dragon having a very good time. All right, so. That was our recap over for game 1 of the first series of the day. We have the next game coming up. It actually looks like we've talked enough. We're headed straight into the draft. Alright, so onto the drafting screen. And let's see whether they can adapt the game plan accordingly this time.
Alright, so here we will have Team Thank You on the left side. Oh, yeah, Team Thank You on the right side, so sorry. And Team DAXTON on the left side. First ban, first pick, coming in for Team DAXTON. Exactly how are they going to change the game with Ryoma? Respect ban for sure. I would say that is a good respect ban. They do not want Ryoma to fall in the hands of Team Thank You. But who knows?
Do you think the Ryoma was the problem though, early on?
I think that none of those heroes were the problem. None of those heroes played by Team Thank You was a problem. Whatever that they did for the previous game can be done with any other hero of the same role.
So it was definitely like a game movement kind of thing, like a team movement,
full on team movement.
Like
it's not because
we're moving right, basically.
Yeah, it's not because like Ryoma has high damage. Yorn has the ability to push down turrets real fast. It doesn't really matter because if you have Talanas, then they are going to play it completely differently. If they don't have Ryoma, they won't push on so aggressively. If they don't have Teamy, they won't be diving onto enemies and not being afraid to die at all. So game plan will be completely changed. Who knows? Maybe because of the game plan will be changed, that's why there could be a difference in outcome. But otherwise, I feel that Team Thank You probably should know how to adapt with the kind of heroes that they pick.
Alright, so now just waiting to see how they decide to open up this game. They are one game away from getting eliminated, and they know there's a lot at stake, so they're actually going to consider picking up the teaming up this time. They don't want to let it through. Alright. Understandable.
Beldum is banned, so they decided to ban the Beldum and pick up the Teamy. So it just seems like Team Thank You will be stuck with some other tank that is available, like Ibanez, Crashed, Zenial. We haven't really quite seen Roxy yet, and Mina that much. A room is still available as well, but it really depends on how they want to.
I'm surprised they don't want to ban the Yorn again, because Yorn was the main reason they were able to take objectives so fast. Like you said, it has one of the highest damage in the game, if not the highest. And look at how fast towers fall. You know, one team fight, 2 towers gone. I'm not sure if DAXTON are able to match that kind of tempo, because Thank You are just playing such a... This is not even like a high tempo, what do you call this? Like super high BPM kind of game.
No, I would suppose so.
This is like O2 Gem on a hardcore.
Interesting. So Thane is going to be picked up by Team Thank You now. and Thane was picked up for Team DAXTON previously. So I believe that this is maybe Team Thank You's way of saying, this is how you play Thane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And
Violet first pick is. I know you said that Violet wasn't exactly known as like a first phase kind of pick worthy. It actually feels like they're perfectly okay to let Tal Anas go through again. Because even though DAXTON, I even predicted that Tal Anas, I wanted the Tal Anas draft to win, but because I had just that weird feeling that Thank You is gonna smash, I don't know, man, it was kind of weird. So, is Violet the counter to Tal Anas, or what is the counter to Tal Anas?
well, for Tal Anas, it really is about heroes that is able to do that have capable burst damage, and that is going to be the Flash. That's going to be the Joker. In this case, it is still possible for Team Thank You to actually pick up the Flash to counter against Tal Anas, because the thing is, the Flash is able to get in close to Tal Anas in a really short amount of time, and then goes up for the Cyclone and Tal Anas and return back to where he came from. And if he's unable to kill Tal Anas, he still is able to be safe and sound without suffering too much damage from the backup of Tal Anas. So the Flash would work, but it really depends on how they will want to see it. Necrops is going to be picked up for them, so that covers the jungler, that covers the Abyssal Dragon lane, and it covers the support. Sephra is still around the board, and it has not been prioritized in terms of picks.
I guess these teams are just not comfortable with Sephra. And yep, the respect ban for Blue Dagon, they take out the quick knack. Will they still consider going into the Murad? We saw what she can do under the hero. Maybe give her something that she's, maybe give her something that she's comfortable with.
So in terms of ban, what Team DAXTON will be looking for will be any hero that goes to the mid lane and any heroes that goes to the Dark Slayer lane. In which case, it's going to be warriors and possibly mages. Mages in some sense. Okay, Liliana picked up. Sorry?
Varys. I was thinking of Yina and Varys.
Well, Yina is possible. The ban on Yina is possible, yes. Because
hey, Murad ban. Looks like they were paying attention in the previous series. So who is Blue Dagon's hero? It's gonna be so sad if she's like a Murad spammer and she doesn't get the hero. Omen,
You're not too sure about that ban?
Not too sure. I'm just not convinced. I don't like this hero. I haven't seen any of these teams being able to execute the hero well enough.
I think that Omen is more of the initiator. He's the one that actually starts the fight, because he goes in with
Varys.
the
There we go, Varys.
Varys. Okay, understandable as well. So unable to pick Varys. Florentino is not picked as well. So Richter is available. I would say that Richter is available. Oh, Talon. Yes, Talon is going to be is supposed to be the middle laner, and it does seem like it is not possible for Team Thank You to pick up the Talon anymore. Darcy is still available, I believe. That's going to be the counter for Tal Anas. The Flash will be the one going to middle lane then. What are they missing?
Or they could just be putting the Flash against Tal Anas on purpose, just to try to figure out where she's going.
Understandably, that would be the Abyssal Dragon lane. And just if.
Varys? Yes? No? Irie? Victor? Scott? Scott, this could be good. I like Scott.
Roxy! I mean, in the event that Team Thank You, they actually went for another mage, in which case it could be Marja, it could be, who knows, Nataya, Raz, Aleister. They can go to mid, and what you said is possible. The Flash going to the Abyssal Dragon lane to counter against Tal Anas. Just harassing the hell out of Tal Anas. She wouldn't be able to farm, and constant rotation would be going down to the Abyssal Dragon lane, and it would really just run everything completely haywire.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Tal Anas in the lane, because if your support isn't doing anything, she has no real space to farm. It's basically trading even, and that's not efficient, especially if you're playing on a marksman role. Zip. I don't think Zip is allowed to play, right?
Zip is allowed to play.
Yeah, Zip is not allowed.
Are they really going for Zip?
Are they going for Zip? I don't think so, right? Did it? Or maybe they're just trolling around. Varys, most likely. Richter is also good.
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, so we're gonna see the Richter pick. Oh, Flash.
Okay,
oh, no fancy skin this time?
Yeah, no fancy skin.
That blue lightning skin was so good.
The Flash is going to be in the middle lane then. Richter in the Dark Slayer lane, Violet in the Abyssal Dragon lane, Nightcroft in the mid, Nightcroft in the jungle, and then Thane will be roaming around. Timmy will be roaming around, Scud in the Dark Slayer lane, Liliana mid, Talanas in the Abyssal Dragon, and Quillen will be in the jungle. I would like to see Quillen work out, especially since now Blue Dagon is the one playing as Quillen.
You did say that you only saw Quillen in your pubs. You never see it like at a competitive level actively picked. But then again,
yes.
you see a lot of competitive metas formed from pub games because you have so many experience. Like you know the hero limitations and all that from pubs. So to a certain degree, it is somewhat applicable, but not completely. So we should see if the Quillen does work out if you want it, like you want it to. Otherwise, are you rooting for a 2-0 or are you going for like a 1-1 first?
I feel that the Quillen, Talanas, Scott, Liliana, and Timmy can work out. And to be honest, Quillen can shut down the Flash. It's pretty much possible. Can shut down the Flash, could shut down Violet, Nacroft, Richter, due to the fact that his cooldowns is really short. Even if you don't kill the enemies on point, your cooldown for your second skill can still come. Decimate, if I'm not wrong. You can just immediately rush your opponents, go for Mutilate, and then you should be able to go for Decimate again after a while. So should be able to catch up with Nacroft just a little bit, and especially since he does have Assassinate. As long as he don't engage with Assassinate, he can catch up with Nacroft. So it's really based on playstyle, like purely playstyle. Quillen can win.
One day, I dreamed a dream where there will not be
Fennec.
pauses.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you dreamed the day whereby someone actually picks Fennec.
I mean, I want to see Fennec, but I just have to come to terms that it's not happening. At this point, I'll just take no pauses. Is it because somebody DC'd?
Or maybe everyone DC. I sure hope not. But, well, let's move back to the point when it comes to team composition. Which team do you prefer?
I'm gonna have to go with Team Thank You on this.
Team Thank You. Mainly because of the Flash, or Richter, or Violet.
Ready.
I think it's
it's
just
just
because
the entire
in general,
5 seconds.
their team has played so much better.
I would like to see a change in playstyle coming from Team DAXTON. So Blue Dagon just going to make his way down to the damage golem. So the wisdom golem will be all the way at the top and just going to take some time. So with that said, Might Golem has been summoned. The rest of the team is going to be defending the jungle.
Look at how fast they went to pressure Liliana. Talanas will be taking the bottom lane, so it'll be a 2 marksmen versus marksmen showdown. That's a lot of faith in the Violet versus Talanas.
Well, the game has been paused again, but is chill, is cool. In the top lane, Scott versus Richter. Doesn't this seem familiar?
Yeah, Scott won that matchup the last time we saw this, and Scott was actually the reason why towers also fell. So hopefully this time, Team DAXTON, they're able to pick themselves up. Maybe it'll be their turn to be pushing towers real fast.
Well, I believe that the previous time, the Scud was the really aggressive one and managed to get a kill onto Richter, or was it the other way around? Could be the other way around. Richter gets a kill on Scud, and Scud lost. Richter tries to go back to base, but in the end, still kind of lost. Still kind of died due to backups incoming. But anyways, we're looking at this general picture of Team DAXTON versus Team Thank You. And when it comes to tankiness, when it comes to initiations or maybe CCs wise, it does seem, after all, that Team Thank You has got the upper hand. But when it comes to Team DAXTON, in terms of damage, it is definitely there. So Blue Dagon really needs to prioritize her targets really well, bring down the right hero at the right time. Does he go for Nacroft early, or does he just go straight to kill Violet? But it's really difficult to kill Violet if she knows how to play, if she's constantly on the turret.
At the moment, I think this would probably be a lane where they trade. Like, if the Timmy can actually make anything happen. Unless, of course, we have Omen. just kind of come out, just like say hi?
Very unlikely. I mean, it's very unlikely that Timmy would even be able to do anything.
I mean, you can help secure creeps like that.
I mean, that's one way.
Extra goal.
There's one way. Putipot's gonna be completely missing. In the meantime, let's take a look at Thane trying to invade into the jungle. Take a look at the damage and the rating from the Flash. They're just, you know, completely ignoring middle lane.
Wow,
and
that's a huge
why
guy.
Quillen? Why Quillen? But it doesn't really matter because Richter joins in the fray. Liliana joins in as well, and the Flash is just going to chill by the rocks and, you know, the riverbank.
Not like this.
Not like this.
The DC is real.
The Timmy though.
Unpause incoming.
The Timmy has got potty pots already channeled up, so I think depending on the velocity and the angle, yeah, the Flash is definitely gonna be hit by potty pots, 100% sure. And then, well, I don't know what's gonna happen afterwards. The possibility of them dispersing, I'm not sure whether that is remotely possible.
Alright, so game is still dead even. Violet versus Tawanas, and then you have like top lane. I don't know, I want to see like the Flash just come out crazy. I have yet to see a super good Flash game as well. I've seen like average games where they do okay. I haven't seen like a Flash go completely out of control. The Flash which cannot be stopped.
He just needs really good farm, early game kills as well, and that's how he snowballs.
Are you a Flash player?
Not quite much, not that much. But if I need to, I will. I'm usually more of a jungle player, so I just play Quillen a lot. I'll play Enzo. I'll play Butterfly. I used to play a lot of Butterfly until Quillen came out, and they're like, wait, they're kind of similar. So I bought Quillen and I had a hell of fun with it. But until now, but all the way until now, it just starts to be dangerously repetitive. So I just kind of, you know, that's where I started playing Varus. I started playing Yina a little bit.
I'm the marksman guy. So Talanas, Elsu, Valheim, those are my heroes. I tried to learn Flash, but I don't know. I guess I'm not a fan of melee heroes.
Well, the Mach Punch is one of the reasons that, you know, he can clear creep waves pretty nicely, but all in all, there are heroes that do a better job than the Flash when it comes to being a mage. Playing the Flash is purely situational. I would say it's purely situational, but I would like to see the prioritization coming in from the Flash and how he killed and who he killed during team fights, and whether it's going to impact the game the way that he plays.
Actually, very curious right now. Is there a pause time limit regarding like the rules? I'm not sure how this works because I know in most team games, they have like a pause time limit, and at the same time they also have how many times you can pause the game. Like some competitions across other MOBAs, you're only allowed to pause like 3 times tops.
Right.
Or is it like Counter-Strike where you have like timeouts?
A specific time for each pause, something like that. But, well, if it's connectivity problems, I don't think that there is any way to resolve this. But the game is still early. The game might still subject to a remake, but don't take my word for it just yet, because we do not have the official statement regarding this, because we know for sure that the Flash is the one that is disconnected.
Okay, so apparently they have 15 minutes of pause time per game. I'm pretty sure that pause time limit is more than halfway done, so they still have a bit more time. But by then, the opponents are allowed to resume the game. Okay, so hopefully Lover is back inside. We shall see if she moves or not. Oh yeah, okay, she moves, so we're good.
Well, that is just about enough time for the Flash to actually get himself away. Nakov goes in with the Judgment Fury. Not really called Judgment Fury, but everyone understand it. Judgment Blade.
Very
Necroft.
weird why you would go in like that when your team's already backing out, so it feels like a bit of wasted time.
I believe that is more of a CC coming in from Nakov to actually save his teammate one way or another. I'm not too sure, but you know, as long as everyone comes out alive.
I mean, it felt a bit unnecessary. You know, you could have been taking the time to do something else. Efficiency is everything. Ooh, very cheeky.
Extremely
From
cheeky.
Liliana.
And this is what the Flash pretty much does. Just run to your opponent, back punch, cyclone, and then just travel back. Lightning speed.
Fighting for the Abyssal Dragon. I think they know they're trying to bring heroes down, but it's really definitely about to go down here.
It was no contest at all. Kratos is now down and dead. We got Thane running along with Timmy, hooking right onto Thane, and of course another one and another one right onto Thane. HP is still high and okay. Meanwhile, Scott will have to put himself away and, well, have a walk of shame all the way back to top lane because he couldn't kill Thane.
Wants a close call, and Sharon just ports back, has fun. Let's see how's the race and farm going. Violet's actually behind Tawanas at the moment. Tawanas having a tiny advantage because she can steal the river creep.
Bot lane though, we were talking about Violet. He is currently being sandwiched from Quillen, Kalanas, as well as TB. But the game might turn things around as we do have Thane coming to join Violet to clear the waves, or possibly to just ensure that Violet will be okay. So what I'm pretty much expecting to, what I'm expecting to happen is that the game is just going to constantly go in this passive state because both sides, they are not that confident in getting kills. Nacroft doesn't get early game damage. Quillen does have some form of early game damage as long as he gets Clay Senkai. So that is the first workaround for Team DAXTON. As for Team Thank You, it's really more of Richter. Okay, it's still more of Nacroft. Nacroft will be the one that is bringing down turrets in the later part of the game, just literally being slippery as hell, tries to go for split pushes, meanwhile the rest of the team, they go for fights.
From bottom lane, we can see the engagement coming out. Looks like Timmy kind of overstayed her welcome. Kind of went too far back by herself.
He does have he did manage to use being a bro though, so he will be back. He will be back. Not sure if there is anyone else that got being a bro buff, but I think that in terms of duration, he's going to be the only one that will come back alive. In the meantime, we have Rank Breaker that is being brought up by Scud. And where exactly is Scud? Top lane. Okay, so that doesn't matter to this current fight. Blue Dagon as the Quillen should be. He might be able to get a kill onto Thane. I'm not too sure. But if he's going to get a kill onto Thane, then what can I say? Violet will be in grave danger. We'll see about that. So now that the fight has resumed and paused again. Timmy is back. So this is by far the most chill play-by-play I've ever seen. This is the most chill. I can talk so much in the span of that 1 second. We talked about Timmy going down, we talked about Timmy coming back, we're talking about Quillen might be able to get a kill on Thane, and now we can talk even more. Isn't that great?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, dude. These pauses, man.
What can we do about it? No, literally nothing.
Can you imagine like if suddenly they give the info and the info comes through as like, oh, she forgot to charge her phone. Flips table in Japanese.
I mean, what can we do? This is a mobile game after all. This is one thing about mobile games. My phone dies within like 5 games. So I can't really go anywhere and play my phone games without a portable charger. So I don't bring a portable charger out. But I play a lot of games. So I kind of just deplete my my batteries on my phone like real fast and a lot.
I mean, a lot of mobile phones now, they are geared towards having like as much battery life as possible because they know that mobile gaming is so big. Like, I know the Samsung, they have this like this kind of spread open phone, I'm not sure what you call those, where it's just specifically for mobile gamers. It's really big.
Or the Samsung, I can't remember, yeah, it literally is like a phone that is a tablet. Is it that one? The flip.
It's something like a little tablet.
Like something like a little tablet. It doesn't work as a phone, So it's kind of weird, but it is marketed as being a phone, but it's not exactly a phone. It is
A bit of both, and you have that those pen
yeah,
thingies. What do you call those?
Like the S Pen.
Yeah, something like those.
But the form factor of the phone is weird as hell. So that was kind of my issue with the phones, and they were collected back to Samsung, and I believe that they made more changes to that phone. So we'll have more information more on that. In the meantime, we have become a tech channel. Let's talk more about phones.
Razer phones.
I have my Razer phone right now.
How's the battery life?
Battery life is pretty okay. Possibly because I've been using like 120 Hz, 90 Hz on my screen a lot, and I play like shit ton of games. Like no joke, shit ton of games.
So how many Mobile Legends games or how many AOV games could you have? Like
AOV games, I would say that let's say if I have 100%, I can possibly play 7 or 8. 7 or 8 games,
so that's
before it
like...
reaches like the critical zone, like 20%.
Alright, so 7 8. On average, game length AOV game is like 15 minutes.
Yes.
So 15 times 8, that's 2 hours.
Fair enough, yeah.
That's not very long.
That's not very long. It's constant gaming, and 120 Hz with like full brightness.
Full brightness.
Dude,
that's your problem.
The thing is, I cannot see anything when my brightness is down low. All right, it's down low.
Dude, why is your phone brightness brighter than your future? That doesn't make sense. It has to like scale.
I'm out. Well,
I'm pretty sure at this point the 15 minutes pause time is definitely over. Oh, blue team.
I'm not too sure about what's going on now. I'm not counting. I'm not counting.
It's gonna be so weird if someone just says, "I ran out of data."
That would be great.
How much data does one AOV game like use up?
Oh, it's actually pretty little. Like any mobile games, it's weird, but any mobile games actually doesn't have, it doesn't really sap a lot of data. The kind of games that saps a lot of data is actually MMORPG games, for some reasons. It's weird, but it works like that. I think it maybe in a month, I believe AOV will only sap in like 300 megabytes of data. Around there, I'm not too sure, but they don't sap that much.
So you're telling me that if I played 2 hours of like AOV, I would consume less data than watching an entire Netflix movie?
That's right.
Wow, okay.
I'm pretty sure about that, yeah.
Mobile gaming, the future. Are you part of it? Or are you still living in the past?
Living under a rock, like Patrick Star. Does that work out? No. Yes. No. Back me up.
No.
No, goddamn it. 5 minutes in, we have nothing to say. I mean, not exactly nothing to say. We still have, things. Like I said, we can, after all, talk about the extended 1 second of this team fight.
I don't know, man. I feel like this team fight is gonna be so... I have this very sad feeling it's gonna be anticlimactic. Like, once Teamy just respawns,
they're just going to fall back.
They're just gonna fall back.
They're just gonna fall back. I actually think that it could be the case. Because the pause is so long, right? They probably don't even remember what are they supposed to do. And who are they going to...
That's actually a phenomenon. Because it's proven that your brain scales with the time of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you pause, it makes you feel like you're still stuck.
Like you're disoriented?
Yeah. So like you're not able to keep up with the actual pace of the game. So forgetting is actually pretty normal. Unless you've played the game so much where you're used to it. So like, say in Dota, for example, if you pause it too long,
right,
you feel like the game has gone on longer. So you're playing at a stage which is maybe 10-15 minutes later, when instead of you're playing at a specific time in the present time.
Right.
So there's always that time displacement going on, which just makes things very awkward. But it's an actual phenomenon, guys. So don't worry if you ever felt like that before. It's perfectly normal. You just It's weird to say, but you just gotta play more to get used to it.
Oh my, oh my. Well, I believe that this pause has extended for quite a long time, and I wouldn't want to bore you guys with boring ass topics that we are thinking on top of our heads. So in the meantime, I believe that we're just going to throw ourselves and you into a short break, and we'll be back to the action as fast as we could. So stick around. We won't take too long. So yeah, see you later in a while. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in immediately, and like I said, everything is completely anticlimactic. We didn't see anyone dying. It's literally still 0-0, and Kratos has been summoned, and well, he's here now.
It's all part of the script. Called it.
My oh my, literally, it was
Scripted gaming, guys.
Yeah.
Scripted gaming.
And I think that is going to happen all over again. With the same people! With the same people! They're all
It's gonna
coming
be
down!
5v5. Look at how many people are just running straight to the Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah.
Everybody's running there.
Because of the fact that Abyssal Dragon is up. So Nightcroft is just pretty much going all around the place, really knocking out the opponents, but he just gets himself away. Slippery
the
as
Quillen.
hell. Now that is what I call a Quillen! Goes in, gets a kill on the Violet, now
One
he
more.
goes for the next one, and then to the next one. But it does seem like he's not going
Blue Dagon, not done. She's gonna go for Lover.
Yep, Cyclone
Scott.
is being activated. Scott actually managed to bring down the turret right on time.
Oh, they can dive the flash.
I'm not too sure.
Are they killing the flash?
Assassinate. I think his Assassinate is coming off cooldown real soon. Assassinate is off cooldown now.
Are they actually diving the tower for this?
Yes, they are.
Wow. The Blue Dagon train is here, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Team Thank You have no way to get on that train. They're just gonna fall behind.
Kratos is now going to be contested by Team DAXTON. And perhaps not? Okay, they are not going to contest for it. I'm not too sure what is with the pulling of Kratos. I think it helps them buy some time.
Because not only that, because the longer the game drags on, the stronger the Abyssal Dragon gets. It gets more HP. So this way, they're just gonna keep pulling it out, making sure that you can't attack it. Obviously, when it's healing, or rather, if you attack it, obviously you're just gonna out heal that damage early on. So they're just gonna keep on wasting time.
Yeah, they're just gonna pull Kratos out. So once he's outside, he moves back in, right? So it buys them more time, and it buys like literally everyone more time to ensure that the opponent doesn't take Kratos. Meanwhile, we are looking at the side objectives, like taking the turret, killing people. And speaking of that, we're looking at top lane.
Scott's fine. Or is she not? No, I spoke too soon. Never mind the flash.
Pretty much Cyclone being in action.
Jack
Richter.
is dead.
Was that necessary? Was that worth it? 4:1 now. In terms of gold, it's 16,000 versus 14,000. So we do have a 2,000 gold deficit for Team Thank You for now. And Liliana as well as Talanas is just pretty much ramming.
Blue Dagon just soloed the Abyssal Dragon.
Oh yeah, it's pretty common for Quillen to like solo the Abyssal Dragon and even the Dark Slayer.
So it's actually like so good for them right now that they're just controlling the map. This is the Blue Dagon show, like I said.
Weird thing is, I mean, the interesting thing is, he doesn't even have Cliff Sancti.
Trying to kill Jack.
He doesn't even have Cliff Sancti. So I don't know. It still works. Talanas does have Cliff Sancti, so that's good.
But Violet's actually leapfrogged over her in terms of farm.
4.4k. He does have Rank Breaker and Urban Select. I believe that she should be able to farm pretty decently for the next few seconds, next few moments. Cyclone's going to be activated coming in from the Flash, but unfortunately was not enough to get a kill on the Scud. In the meantime, looks like we have the Monk of Hunter going to be activated coming from Richter, get himself away, but it won't be able to get a kill onto anyone at all. Although Scud as well as Timmy, they are all low in HP, they're just going to make sure that, they are all fine. But Quillen joins in the fray with the Decimate Mutilate, followed by Assassinate today. And Assassinate to get himself away and just a little bit of health still, but there will be a spell refreshment from him.
Oh, they got keep looking. Here comes Nacroft. They want to kill Blue Dagon. They know that she's the highest priority target. Oh, the CC is amazing. Can they finally kill him? Yes, they can. And now turning around to Cycle Life. They need to kill the Scud. It's a 3v1. Liliana very, very hesitant on going back in. And just like that, Liliana will have to retreat. Bottom lane, Talana still trying to push. Almost get the tier 2 tower. I think should be able to get the tier 2 tower. Yep, so there we go. Map control taken. And Talanas is actually the most farmed hero right now in the entire game. all that free farm, maybe just maybe they've created enough space. But the Flash, Lover having a good game, 4-1 at the moment. Same score as Blue Dagon.
Oh, looks like Richter missed out that opportunity to kill Telenas, and they managed to kill a good amount of opponent heroes. That is gonna be Quillen and Skirt, I believe, but they completely neglected Telenas, which they will show apparent here. And Telenas sniped down Richter with just 4 quick volleys from his arrows. So, arrow in the quiver. It's gonna be pretty sad. Now Abyssal Dragon Creator is just going to be knocked down by Telenas. Look at the HP going down.
But top lane Flash actually going in, and they actually kill. They kill the Scud.
So it is, after all, it does seem like we're looking at a stalemate here. We do the Flash is really constantly trying to get kills, and in the meantime, Telenas is farmed up. 6.3k, 6th thing, and Cliff Sancti. Violet, unfortunate for him, unfortunate for her, 0-2, but it's fine because she does have Cliff Sancti and Rank Breaker.
Narcroft and Flash are also hot on her heels. It's very even out. It's a very nice graph, and like you said, it's still a stalemate. Team is gonna come in, just play around with the Flash, who kind of just zips away.
Was that a zip? Or yeah, that was a zip. I was thinking whether he actually expanded his flash, so his flicker, so it's kind of interesting. What does he have flicker? Oh, it was sprint for himself. But it doesn't matter. We do have Liliana trying to join in the fray. HP is low though.
Tawana's damage.
Pretty insane, if you ask me. Violet does have pretty good damage as well, actually. Teamy just really roaming about, trying to get more information and understand how the opponents work. They need to get the map control as well. It doesn't seem like Quillen just gonna go straight in onto Richter. But unfortunately, the damage is not there. Just one Cliff Sancti is not enough. I believe that Rank Breaker should be the next item for Quillen.
Middle lane, they were looking to try and take Scud, but actually looks like look at how fast the Dark Slayer falls. And Free Drake going the way of Tawanas. Looks like they'll push top.
Maybe it's going to be a trifecta push, I'm not too sure. In the meantime, Scud is just going to join in the fray at the bottom lane. There is going to be Narcroft, Thane, as well as Violet. Take a look at that damage, but the good knockbacks coming in from Scud, but Judgment Blade is just going to be activated by Narcroft. And just like that, we do have Scud going down in the bottom lane. We've got Quillen joining the fray, come on, goes in, Decimate, oh!
Wow.
Narcroft, woohoo!
No hesitation. And middle lane, Liliana was having a duel with the Flash.
Oh,
Power did go down.
Unfortunate, yes. Entire did go down after all. Looks like the Rank Breaker really came in onto Quillen. Next item, I'm actually not too sure. Omni Arms, I believe. Omni Arms should be the next item for Quillen. So once he gets Omni Arms, he's going to be unstoppable. He's
Holding on for dear life. Still very narrow as Richter, just chilling around, trying to get the info out.
This is gonna be
I don't
bad.
think you can port
Take
that
a
like
look
that.
at that! 2.3k damage!
Blue Dagon.
A blue team tower has been
Quillen
destroyed.
doing Quillen things.
This guy has no chill, man.
Yeah, really, no chill. Blue Dagon. Blue Dagon.
But I have to commend like Team Thank You. These girls have been like using the map so well. Tier 2 has fallen. I think they're gonna pop the Drake down for this.
Destroyed.
They might consider it.
Wait, the Drake is not down here? Oh, the Drake wait, where did the Drake go?
Tawanas.
It's dead.
She hasn't summoned it yet.
It's dead. It doesn't have the Drake anymore. For some reason, I think they summoned it, but immediately died or something like that.
Maybe it went top. Oh dear, Richter just got destroyed.
Ooh, damn.
Everybody's dying here. Blue Dagon's damage is just insane.
Yeah, Thane.
Knockoff also died.
No
Will they be able to get? I think they should be able to get Sharon.
Oh. Looks like it doesn't seem like it. So 2 men down in the side of Team Thank You, and Team DAXTON definitely does have the upper hand. Telenas damage is too good, but it does seem like the Flash is not able to capitalize on that and go straight on the kill against Telenas. Due to the fact that the Team DAXTON, they're really sticky. They're always together, and it's really tough to find a window of opportunity to get the kill against Telenas. Because if they are able to get a kill onto her, then I believe that Team Thank You would have a chance to win in the subsequent fights. Tananas really is a problem. Quillen is another one, because if you completely neglect Quillen, then I believe that Violet will go down as well.
Kimi almost dead. That's the ultimate, so won't really die here even if they do get him.
Yeah, so it's fine. Oh, Judgment Blade is
Running
going to be
quick
activated coming in Nacross. It's pretty bad, but Quillen will be able to use Assassinate to get himself away.
Oh,
Kimi
destroyed by the flash!
Kimi does bring in a bro? Yeah, does do have bring in a bro.
Liliana actually does get the counter kill.
Okay, so that is
TV back to base. They have to go back to base. They have to go back. Oh no, the rat! Scud! Over the bottom lane!
Red team tower has been
Oh,
destroyed.
what a worthwhile sacrifice. You sacrifice one hero, but look, the core! The core!
Wait, what?
A red team tower has been destroyed.
1 for 1.
You're saying 1 for 1?
Oh,
Wait, what? Okay, I did not expect that. I thought that Scud would just, continue on. I'm not really continue on. I thought that Scud would just be like, okay, I'm gonna bring down this turret, and I'm gonna back off.
no, 3 heroes are already dead.
The entire team of his team is dead as well.
Yeah, but that's all you got. Sometimes you just have to make that call.
My oh my.
It's like, Psyche, she takes like objectives so fast. That tower fell like a couple of hits. So well played.
0 kills, 4 deaths, and 2 assists.
Indeed,
But because
indeed.
of what she did, she won. She won the game for the team.
I think it was more like Blue Dagon and Prinx, Liliana. They definitely played out of their minds in that final fight. It was very decisive. Like the Flash had a good, finally doing Flash things. He's supposed to take out the Talanas, but unfortunately, what happened next was just good teamwork, good calls, reminiscent of a Navi Alliance moment, I would to say. But okay. So that was 1-1. Now the deciding game will be coming up next in our first series of the day here of the FSL Pro Circuit Thai qualifiers. I'm Hades. This is Abstract. We'll be taking a quick break. See you guys in a jiff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third game of the first part of the first series for today. Not exactly a first series, but you get the point. And after a heart-wrenching moment of the previous game, it does seem like Team DAXTON did manage to come back and fight against Team Thank You, and now they are 1-1, and this is the deciding factor. My name is Abstract, and with me here is Hades. We'll be
What's up,
casting
guys?
for this one, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next.
Well, next game we also have a pretty high game. That's the EVOS versus Hana game coming up. But for now, this is the deciding game between the Thank You versus DAXTON. What was an intense game 2. We saw how close that was, and then followed up by that split push moment where they just threw their bodies in so that their one teammate could take the core. Perfect communication. Could have gone better. Like you could tell, Team Thank You, they were clearly panicking in the last moment.
Yeah. The only thing that I realized was that 2 persons started to recall back to base, and I thought like, they're just trying to heal up. I didn't think that the Scud was literally gunning to end the game. That was highlight worthy. That was great. And who knows? Maybe we'll be able to see that kind of game later part of today. So we're just gonna hold that thought for the previous game and just take a look at what we have right now, because this is interesting. We've got a Hayate that slipped through the first phase of the ban. And there is Quillen, Baldum that's being picked up. In the meantime, Valheim and Yibbeneth. But let's talk about the bans. Florentino, Violet, Ryoma, and Kimi. Seems pretty normal.
Red team's turn to ban.
We have some interesting picks here. Team DAXTON with Roxy. The tanks have been accomplished. 2 tanks?
I think it's okay because you said one of them can go into a mage, right? Roxy?
I suppose so, but it seems as though like they wouldn't have, high damage output in the later part.
It does also look like they're a bit afraid because they pull and Baldum, and
ban.
I think they can kind of chill a little bit. So the last time we saw Hayate on the other team, we know that Blue Dagon immediately went straight for Murad. So
Red team's turn
perhaps they did have a
to
different
ban.
game plan, but Murad instantly banned. So that's just the respect for Blue Dagon. It's nice that it's good that they took the Quillen out for themselves.
Yeah, especially that they have Hayate.
I think they want to force the quick neck.
forcing the Quick Knack. So far, Quick Knack hasn't really had a a great success rate in this tournament yet.
It's only been 50. It's like very 50-50.
50-50.
Like it works out or it doesn't work out. That's been the unfortunate statistic of this tournament, which is I often feel like they have the right picks. It's just that they don't know how to play around it. Like I feel like the teams are still some of them are quite slow at adapting. That's been the biggest factor. Like after all, like a MOBAs, it's about who can adapt to the situation faster. That's what makes you a winner. That's what makes you better.
Well, looking at the second banning phase, we do have Richter, Varus, Lindis, and Murad being banned out, and that is the final. Liliana seems like they're hovering over that, and that could be the mid laner for the team. Yibaneth, I believe that Yibaneth would be the one that will be in the Dark Slayer lane, and Roxy will be the one that's really roaming about.
I'm just so afraid right now because Team Thank You, they have such strong picks. Look at that. You got
Hayate.
Beldam, Quillen, and Hayate.
Scary.
And now you're going with the Flash?
Oh!
Ooh, this is not looking good at the moment for Team DAXTON. Like their picks are so safe. You know, they're so I don't know, it just feels very I'm not even sure what's a good way to put this. I was gonna just straight up just say weaker. Flash and Xenial.
It's hard to say. It's hard to pinpoint if whether this is going to be a great game, because we've seen Hayate in the previous yesterday, and Hayate didn't really work out that well because constantly shut down. You don't get any farm. It was savage, and I really do not want to see that happening again. In fact, I would really want Hayate to shine in this game so that people know how scary Hayate actually is.
So you see dual tanks coming from both sides, Beldam and Tara. No, you've been for Roxy. We've got I guess this kind of means that both teams just want to fight. They're like, okay, you want to go 2 tanks, we go 2 tanks too, and they have good heroes to deal with, like whatever marksman you pick up. You've got already you have
They need a
jungler.
jungler. Yeah, I believe that it could be Nacroft. What?
Wonder Woman.
Huh? I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Wonder Woman from Blue Dragon. I mean, if she can make it work out, I'm happy. I want to see your Amazonian queen like just come out on top.
Wonder Woman in the jungle. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be nice. And okay, run through. Hayate in the Abyssal Dragon lane, right? Quillen in the jungle, Tara in the Dark Slayer lane, Beldam and the Flash in the middle lane. So that seems pretty normal. But on the hindsight, Valheim in the Dark Slayer lane, Yibaneth in the Dark Slayer, Valheim in the Abyssal Dragon, Yibaneth in the Dark Slayer, Roxy and Liliana in the middle lane, and Wonder Woman in the jungle. But of course, all in all, they will always congregate in the center lane, in the middle lane, and try to, defend the jungle. Create a line, create a border around, just to make sure that the opponent side does not invade your jungle. And so far, it's been pretty apparent for this game of Team Thank You versus Team DAXTON.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the crunch time. This is the deciding game. One last game, one last chance. Who moves on to the next stage of the qualifier? Only one way for you guys to find out, and that's to keep tuning in, share the stream with your friends. Let us know which team you are rooting for in the comments, regardless of which platform you're watching on. I mean, if you guys are from Thailand but you don't really understand English broadcast, there's also a Thai broadcast going on the same FSL page. Do follow the FSL page for more updates regarding more tournaments like these, because mobile games. It's pretty hyped to see how this is going to progress. And alright, Hades, this is Abstract. Right, so drafts. Who are you rooting for?
Hayate, Quillen, Flash, Tara, Beldam.
Has to be Team Thank You, isn't it? Like, you just have to love that draft more.
Hayate. It's because of Hayate.
But we haven't seen a Hayate win a single game. We've only
Yes.
seen it one game, but we haven't seen it win yet.
That's right. But the thing is, I truly believe that Hayate should be able to shine in this game. The third game of Thank You versus DAXTON. So this, as we said, is going to be the deciding factor of this series. And unfortunately, we have a really unfortunate news for everyone, and that is that we are unable to catch EVO's 7 Treasures game. and I believe that there will be there are quite a lot of people that will be looking forward to that game. But due to the fact that this game has overrun just a little bit due to technical difficulties, we have to forego that match, and we will bring you with another game later. I believe that we do have either Pink Pumpkin or Pink Phoenix. I can't remember very well.
I think it's Pink Phoenix coming up
Phoenix.
next. Oh, Beldam toss back. Not sure you're gonna toss that into a dying teammate, but going back in, they're trying to go. They want to go really hard for this first blood. But Roxy, being a tanky, resilient, strong, independent woman, she's not going down here.
Yeah, it does seem like the fire under her feet definitely did some work. And well, Wildfire, I believe that she was level 1 or level 2 just now. So if she was level 2, then she does have Blazing Shield. It will be able to help just a little bit. But Blazing Wildfire is definitely the one that dealt too much damage to Tara, and she have absolutely no way to counter that. But in the meantime, Blue Dagon already at level 4. Waiting for the perfect opportunity to go in and get that kill onto Tara. In the meantime,
Right, I think maybe they might have found somebody in the bush. They're setting up. It's so weird because they're right next to each other.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't see it, but they're just kind of chilling around. Yubanef over the top lane. Jack probably gonna die here, and yep, there we go. First blood. Very nice. Very nice. And Blue Dagon, or they can punish her, punish the star player. Down she goes. There we go. The counter trade, and it'll be 1 for 1.
Is it worth it? I'm not too sure about that, but in the end, Quillen being able to get 1 kill is definitely going to be extremely beneficial due to the fact that he needs that early game farm. Experience is not the only thing that he needs, and if they're going to fight out like this, Quillen's gonna lose. Quillen's hands down gonna lose, especially the fact that we have already seen Roxy go out with Agni's Grasp. His HP literally went down so low, he wasn't able to do anything at all. But good thing is, he's still alive, and that is all that matters. We just need to wait for the Clave Sancti to be built up right onto Quillen, and he should be A-okay.
Fast Abyssal Dragon. Down 2 minutes and a half in. Jack just chilling a bit. On that Xenial, trying to trade with Tara.
It seems like they are really underestimating Roxy's Wildfire. Really underestimating. Well, we do have the wild charge coming straight in from Beldam. Pretty good displacement right onto Yibaneth, but I don't think that that is enough.
I think Valheim's doing so good. Alright.
Wild charge, wild stomp all the way
That's a
right
kill.
onto Yibaneth.
Has to be a kill, right?
It's hard to say because well, Nature's Realm was activated, followed by the Wild Prison.
No, Yibaneth.
Branching out. In the end, still managed to get a kill, and it's great because Hayate is the one that got the kill. A little bit more gold for him. 1.8k gold, and who knows? I think that this is going to be a good game for Hayate because no one is really trying to disturb Hayate. They killed Beldam, sure, but they didn't kill Hayate, which should be the main thing that they should focus on.
Well, I think we haven't seen much of Wonder Woman yet. Looks like she's
Cyclone
about to get
today.
brought down. There's no Superman to save you this time. But actually, it looks like, never mind, you don't need Superman. You got Valheim, you've got Liliana. I guess 2 of them added up is Superman. Alright, so 2-3. Still very even out. And Yibanef back into the lane, just trying to be a pain. Yibanef versus Beldam. The 2 tanks battling to see who would dominate, who can protect their marksmen better.
In this case, we do have the Wild Charge, Wild Stomp all going to be activated right onto Yibaneth. And in the meantime, Hayate just dealing down a little bit of an auto attack damage, is sneaking in between, trying to hit onto Yibaneth. This is not the best chance and best time to go for the action, but really nice Wild Prison will be activated right on Blue Dagon as well as Yibaneth, and we just hit like that. Quillen goes straight in, gets a kill on the Yibaneth. With Blue Dagon gets away, Cyclone activated, and bye-bye, Wonder Woman. Bye-bye.
If you guys ever wondered who will win in the fight, is it going to be the Flash or is it Wonder Woman? I guess we just found out. It's definitely the Flash.
And now Kratos is now under attack by a fearsome team thank you. Or maybe there could be a steal.
Ooh, Valheim, Ruby!
Storm coming in for Valheim.
Oh my god. Stealing the Abyssal Dragon and the viewer's heart. And meanwhile, the top lane, Roxy was diving Xenial behind the tier 1 tower. In fact, almost going to the tier 2 tower. Well, that was some very cheeky play.
That was such a waste. They've spent so much time to bring down the Abyssal Dragon, and Valheim just waddled in Bulletstorm, and the Abyssal Dragon went to him. So all in all, Team DAXTON has got 2 Abyssal Dragon, and they managed to catch up just a little bit in terms of the gold deficit. 4:3, but they have a better gold advantage, and that is almost 500 gold. Not a lot, but it's still something.
Alright, Beldam getting caught up by Ibanez one more time. It actually looks like Blue Dragon hasn't been able to get these successful pickoffs here and there. In fact, it's mostly been to the other side where the Kulin still has the 2 kills. You got the double assist on the Flash. Hayate actually having a pretty decent game this time.
Yeah.
Could be the first time we see Hayate win.
And here we have 2 against 1, but of course Wonder Woman just gonna join in the fray together with Roxy. Agnes Grass available today just yet? No, not too sure, but we do have Tara going straight in. She was able to activate her ultimate, so that is a really good amount of sustainability for her.
Wonder Woman.
This is actually bad for Flash, but looks like he was able to bring out Cyclone and just gonna get himself away from all of that danger. In the meantime, Quillen as well as the Flash. Oh, just gonna go straight down. Wonder Woman as well as Roxy cleaned it up
with her fist. That was a 2v3, and over the bottom lane, Ruby gets the tower and gets the kill. Big stuff for Team Thank You.
Gold advantage is
with
pretty
the power
bad.
of that Wonder Woman, they're actually gonna try. Oh, not sure try. They actually find themselves another pick. Wonder Woman pummeling DAXTON into the ground, and they're gonna take a tier 2 tower bot.
This is pretty sad. Hayate goes in, and it does waste it. A huge waste.
Hayate 0% win rate confirmed?
I guess so. Bottom lane and middle lane has been destroyed, and Hayate even used his ultimate completely to nothingness. To nothingness. And that is after all really sad. Really that's not something that I was expecting, to be honest.
So one more Abyssal Dragon, they just extend their gold lead. I think it's safe to say that Thank You, they have the advantage for sure. It's all about what's gonna come up next. Like, can DAXTON find their way back into the game?
Here we have, I think, well, for Team Thank You, they're just literally knocking down onto the turret at the bottom lane, and they will be able to get that, so that is great. Lasso of Truth is going to miss out, unfortunately. Quillen making his way rotation to middle lane or top lane, not too sure exactly what are they gunning out for, but the Flash really has to get himself away from all of that danger as Ibanez and literally the entire team is joining into the fray. The damage coming in, Lasso of Truth coming in from the Wonder Woman was able to snipe away the Wisdom Golem, and
Ibanez actually, they found a pick. They actually dragged her back with the charge.
I'm not too sure whether that is going to be a climatic end. It does seem like it is going to be anticlimactic. And they're just going to relegate themselves to the jungle camps to properly farm and get themselves back on track. Now, top lane turret and the middle lane turret is still around, so they would want to capitalize on those objectives since they have lost like 3 Abyssal Dragons. So they have to bring down turrets.
The Roxy combo with Wonder Woman, they're so scary. These two, Psyche and Blue Dragon, they know they're unkillable. They can even take the fights on against, numbers which should have been in their disadvantage. Blue Dragon, man, this girl, she knows no chill. And now she doesn't even need to farm, she farms heroes. That's what she farms.
Definitely. We do have the Wildfire going to be activated coming in from Roxy, and she should be coming in with Agnes Grass anytime soon.
So misses the lasso.
Unfortunately. Top lane does seem like we do have a big chase going on. Liliana, Valheim as well. Where's Ibanez going? We're not too sure where Ibanez is going.
Middle lane.
Oh,
trying to catch the Quillen.
Missed out, missed everything.
Psych Life also trying to cut her off.
Too slippery. Too slippery.
They go for the Abyssal Dragon instead.
Yeah, definitely. So that is the 4th Abyssal Dragon. The 4th Abyssal Dragon. And look, get this. Team Thank You, they are not even trying to compete for the Abyssal Dragon. And they already have about 5,000 gold disadvantage. How exactly are they going to play this out? And this grass today? No, guess not.
Man, DAXTON, they're playing so well this game. The Wonder Woman pick is definitely working out way better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised as well, but how's Hayate doing? 5.2k gold with Clave Sancti.
Not the best, but doing still okay. think bottom lane, Roxy is kind of having a bit of a duel.
Yeah, I don't
Trying
think
for the
it's
solo
going to.
kill.
I don't think it's going to have much effect. As we see, it looks like 3 men has joined in the fray. Even
the wrong
Cyclone.
neighborhood.
But look at this.
Oh, wow.
Roxy is not going down just yet. He almost got a kill on the Quillen. The wildfire damage is just way too high. Hayate joins in with his ultimate, and just like that,
But that means the Dark Slayer is open.
yeah, they require 4 people to kill a Roxy. The Wild Prison was able to, buy a bit of time for the team.
And that was not a bit of time, that was a hell lot of time. Space created. So
A lot of
maybe
space.
this could actually be DAXTON's game just because of that play.
Yeah.
The dual tank thing is working out. I know you questioned the Roxy.
I questioned a little bit of the Roxy pickup with the Ibanez pickup. And in the end, it worked out. I don't know, but Roxy is so tanky. In the meantime, Wildfire deals so much damage and people just underestimate it. You can see that both Tara as well as Quillen, they literally just dove onto Roxy. They don't even give a damn in the world, and then they just realize, hey wait, my HP is already down. And Roxy joins in. Does she have Agni's Grasp? Yes, she does. She wants to look for a potential target. It's not gonna be anytime soon, unfortunately. Sword and Shield right on from our Wonder Woman.
When we've seen this once, now we're gonna see it again.
It's going to be a 1 versus 1 of these 2 fighters. And it does.
Lasso.
Oh, lasso! Nice lasso! And of course,
But
submission.
can she kill him?
I'm not sure. Submission.
Slow, but here comes the backup. The
Submission?
cavalry's here.
There we go. We do have a submission.
Oh, Cyclife is also here. The tank. Oh no! You're about to lose too.
Ultimate.
Hayate is coming back! 3:0:3. He's got 7.6k gold and looks like they will be able to successfully defend down. And in the meantime, Wild Prison will be activated and will be able to keep Valheim into the depths of the earth. And Ruby going down low. Bulletstorm completely missing everything else. But Ibanez, he will be able to put down the Nature's Realm. In the meantime, he's just going to just put branching out right onto Valheim. Valheim goes down.
Wipe.
Cyclone coming in from the Flash. And just like that, it is going to be a team wipe from Team Thank You.
They get one,
against
they
Team
get the
DAXTON.
Beldam, but still great team fight here for Team Thank You.
A blue
And that's
team
that comeback
tower
play.
has been
It
destroyed.
is.
They didn't even lose the top tier 2 tower.
They didn't even lose.
Hayate OP 4-0 and 5.
Yeah, we're finally looking at Hayate back into the game. The sad thing is Roxy is still at 10,000 gold, and Hayate is at 8.4 thousand gold. I do not see. I mean, the game has to last really long, so for Hayate to catch up in terms of gold, because 10k really isn't. It really isn't. Well, let's just take a look at how Quillen is doing that. It does have Soul Reaver, Rank Breaker, Clave Sancti, and working onto the Omni Arms. In the meantime, Hayate, he's got 4 items, and the main important thing.
Xenial, what are you doing?
What happened to Tara?
Clearly not paying attention to the spawn time as everybody just came up. And just like that, they may actually lose one more tower because of her carelessness.
No more Tara. We've got the Dark Slayer available, and Lasso
Nice
of
lasso.
Truth. Blueless Storm, literally everything right on the Quillen, but the Wild Prison will be able to capture 3 men into the earth. But it doesn't really mean it doesn't really matter. But I guess, well, open for debate, because I believe that the Wild Prison possibly saved Beldam from a 5-man attack.
Yeah, but it's a Beldam, honestly. And now you're gonna lose one more Dark Slayer.
The objectives coming in from Team DAXTON is just overpowered.
They wanna try and steal it. Can they steal it?
No way. No way. DAXTON, my oh my. They're really focusing down a lot on the objectives. 2 Dark Slayers, 4 Abyssal Dragons, and I believe that in 14 seconds, Abyssal Dragon will go enraged. And it could be the turning point if Team Thank You gets that Abyssal Dragon and the subsequent ones. It really is that the important one.
Abyssal Dragon, I believe this one is enraged.
Yes, it is. And this is the one that Team DAXTON really wants to get. they need to bring down this Abyssal Dragon. They cannot.
But they're trying to kill the Roxy.
Yeah, they cannot give Team Thank You the Abyssal Dragon, and here we have the bigger team fight incoming. The Wild Princess is doing the activate and just gonna catch one person in. The Cyclone is coming in from the flash, brings everyone right into the center. Lover goes down. It's gonna be level Lioness. Currently Hayate low HP, getting himself away. The Nature's Grass coming in from Yibanez. Not even able to do quite much. Blue Dragon, the HP is low, just going around. Quillen with the Assassinates gets himself away from all of the danger. He is all alone, picks up the Muramasa. He needs to stay alive. If he's not alive,
You already did. Oh no, why are you still farming that? You
Why?
should not be farming that.
but it's okay because Hayate is still around. He still have pretty
Hayate.
decent items, right?
Trying to get the D push. The Drake is
The
pushing
Drake.
down the middle lane. Sick amount of pressure coming out here. Drop to 13, and now they're holding on for dear life. Team Thank You. That was not the fight they were looking for. They're gonna lose one turret for sure. Will they lose more? The Drake coming in. This has to be another loss. And Hayate trying to kill somebody off, but can't kill anybody.
Look, the
Blue Dragon, Wonder Woman holding on for place.
Gauntlet of Submissions completely missing.
Oh,
Hayate.
Lioness.
That's
Killing
the
off
one.
Wonder Woman.
That's
But
the
two
one.
turrets down. They're going on for a bit more lover in the middle.
Another
He's gonna
Cyclone.
hold the line, he's gonna hold them two in place. Trying to kill the Roxy, but the Roxy is just so darn tanky. Drake's dealing all that damage alive. And can they hold on? Okay, Ruby was thinking about going back in, but looks the calls they made. They could try and ditch. Yibanez actually managed to get out. And will they go back in? The cavalry is here, and they have to pay attention to the Drake. So, okay, yeah, Flash, he managed to did get that earlier pick at the fight before they were going for that push. But because of that, you pretty much ignored everybody else, and that just allows like Valheim to get all that damage out. And now it looks like they will go back to the enraged Drake.
Haha. Will Team DAXTON actually give it to Team Thank You? Because now they really cannot afford to lose more gold to Hayate. Because Hayate is the most feared hero at this point of time. Because you know, Quillen, he gets the job done when it comes to killing the species. He can kill Valheim, sure, but it's gonna take him a long time to kill the tanks. In the meantime,
Xenial,
Medallion
don't
of
get caught.
Troy.
Don't get caught again. We've seen Xeno, like we saw one. They lose towers every time Jack gets caught up for nothing.
I think Tara is going to play a big role for the next one.
Trying to be the bait. I think they might be able to find her. Or she did go into the brush for a tiny bit, so she definitely sees him. Let's scout it out.
All the blind shots are literally missing everyone. We have Lover trying to get himself away from all of that danger. In the meantime, Sharon and Linus. Oh, just like that. Even though, I mean, the sad thing is, Hayate, it seems as though Hayate doesn't really do that much damage, but he is at full item now. Full item. He does have Phoenix, so he can be revived once for the next 5
Bottom lane,
minutes.
Xenial might be in trouble. We see the Roxy and the Wonder Woman. They were going straight to the bot. They wanted to try to get the pick. Maybe they might be able to. Wonder Woman's still hanging around the brush. But I think back to the middle lane. They are going in. Yep, this is the fight. They have to win this. DAXTON, if they win this fight, this could be the game right here for them. Ruby taking on B2, going up for a bit more. Can they kill Linus? They will be able to. Linus and the Quillen and the Hayate, both the core targets, and it looks like Hayate will be brought down for. Okay, no, actually back up.
He does have
Did
Phoenix.
you get the Phoenix?
Yeah, he does have
Alright,
Phoenix.
so that second life, and we'll probably be porting back to base. So only losing one.
Well, good thing is Hayate didn't die. That is the most important thing. Just look at Tara. Tara is hard for both Tara and Roxy to die at this moment in time. The game has dragged out so long. Almost everyone does have their main items, all core 6 items, and this is where the game is becoming harder and harder. Valdem is the one that doesn't have full item. The last item coming from Tara, which is the Medallion of Troy, he managed to pick that up. And Valheim, full item as well. Liliana, not there yet. And Wonder Woman has got full item as well. So at this point of time, it's really all about a single mistake. A single mistake from Team Thank You will give DAXTON the win. But Team Thank You probably have to kill Team DAXTON
Look
like
at Jack
twice in a
getting
row.
isolated one more time. How many times have we seen her get caught out? This is not it. But the regen, okay, tiny bit of regen. The Drake has been summoned over to the top lane.
Tiny bit. Her regen is disgusting. Let me just tell you that.
I don't know whether she can actually tank through everything. Valheim just does so much at this point. Look at that. He's 5, 2, and 3.
I'm not too sure as well, but we'll have to see how it
Push
goes.
to the top lane.
Yeah, the Drake has been summoned at the top lane as well. Do note that mid and bot is
Jack,
racked
Jack,
out.
don't get caught, man. You have to join your team, Jack. Isolated, or Jack is probably going to be dying here, but no, he has to try and rejoin her teammates. The prison, it's big! They get 2, they get 3! Okay, 1 goes down, but Wonder Woman with the return kill. Hayate is dead. Oh no, this could be the end, but B2 Quillen trying to get all that damage out. They do make the 1-for-1. But no, looks like everyone is solo. Lover in between 3 heroes. The triple kill for Wonder Woman. And B2 trying to defend the base by herself. Jack needs to heal up. So far away from the base. Where are you? Your base is the other way. Under attack. All turrets are down. Jack gonna try and hold this by herself.
Nope.
This is impossible. The game is over. And the core will be taken by DAXTON. Onslaught for Wonder Woman.
Now,
What? Why? Where are you? What are you doing, Jack? Like, what are you doing? That was like the biggest throw I've seen from a player in this entire tournament. I'm not
so
gonna sugarcoat it.
tilted.
Why are you all the way on the other side of the map?
It's so tilted.
Why?
Oh man, oh man. Now, I believe this... Okay, I believe this is what everyone will call outdrafted. I would say that this is outdrafted due to the fact that most of the damage dealers from Team Thank You, they are pretty squishy. And whatever damage that they can deal is burst damage that is effective in the early games. But for Team DAXTON, they have tanky heroes that would not die to those burst damage, and they can deal consistent and consistent damage. Like Roxy, for example. Roxy has been engaged. Don't know how many times people try to kill Roxy. In the end, the wildfire takes over the opponent's side. Like for example, for Quillen and Tara, both of them tried to kill Roxy, didn't happen. The damage coming from wildfire is just way too huge, and she's tanky. So
I think it's we have seen so far like the course of this entire tournament, which is you can have the hardest picks, Liliana, Hayate, but they have yet to win in a convincing manner. It's like I haven't seen like why these heroes are the most banned. Like I don't see any reason for that. In fact, I still think that Hayate is not deserved of that first ban anymore, judging from what we've seen.
Yeah, the thing is, I believe that a good early game and a good start for these kind of heroes is very, very important. Hayate didn't really quite have a really good early game. So did Liliana, because people know that if these heroes were to get a good early start, then it's just going to completely snowball out of control. You know, like every heroes have their standard rotation, how they can get to level 4 fast, how they can get gold fast, and the standard rotation of how they want to kill one person before going into Abyssal Dragon. And that is how the snowball began. None of that happened for either of these heroes, so I think that they felt too overwhelmed by the opponent's side, and therefore they were unable to participate in a proper fashion.
One hero that definitely needs to be banned, which I feel that teams need to pick up immediately more often, is Beldum. We've seen Beldum is the game changer. Yibanef, not exactly the play. I mean, it's just really rough. I thought that Team Thank You would take this, but no, DAXTON actually proved they were better. Like Blue Dagon, I think it's starting to show that she has a very wide hero pool, not a hero puddle. So well played, and congratulations to them. They will move on to the next stage of the tournament. And we will be heading to our next game, which will be Leah Lolita versus the Pink Phoenix. Alright, so I'm Hades, this is Abstract. We'll be taking a quick break. If you enjoyed the cast so far, you can follow us. You can find me at HadesCast. You can find it at such Abstract. The names, I think you can tag our tags on the Facebook page, which you can find on the official FSL page. Alright, so see you guys soon.